Hello, viewers. This is Kiramager from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'm going to do my best not to preach a heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause the audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, before I begin, I'd like to say is that you're wondering if that little rumbling sound outside, it might be a plane passing by, so basically, in case you might hear a little rumbling sound in the background, sometimes planes, where I live at, some planes do pass by my neighborhood sometimes, so basically, if you do hear a little rumble sound in the background, that's just probably a plane passing by. So anyway, let's get to the latest episode of Kiramager. So basically, this episode starts off like this. We see Joe, aka Kiramager, and Seda, aka Kiramager Green, at the aquarium with Mama Senna. So basically, Joe and Seda took Princess Mama Senna to the aquarium to see the fishes. So basically, just to get Mama Senna out of the base, to see more of the city. So basically, to get Mama Senna out of the cat base, and see more of the city. So basically, Joe would say they are still worried that that this whole still worried about the whole curse thing. Still worried about Mama Senna being cursed to be turned in the curse the curse that will basically turn Mama Senna into dust like her mother and whatnot. They still worried about that, and also Joe and Senna and the other Kiramager felt kind of guilty not telling Mama Senna the truth about her being cursed and how the curse killed her mother. So basically, it's like Mama Senna doesn't know about the curse. She didn't know about the curse kill her mother. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, the guilt started to get. So basically, Joe and Seda were started to feel guilty not telling Mama Senna the truth about the curse and whatnot. So basically, they're hoping that that Takemichi will find, or that Takemichi will find, or they're hoping Takemichi find, or the Grandstones will hope to use it to wish to lift the curse of Mama Senna's body will save her life. So basically, Mama Senna heard her talk about Takemichi, but heard talk about Takemichi, and Takemichi, my brother Takemichi is my hero. So basically, blah blah blah, and Joe and Seda agree with Princess Mama Senna, your brother's your hero, so basically, that's good for you. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere in a shrine, at a temple shrine somewhere, we see Shigeru, aka Kiramager Blue, doing some training with his Kiramager sword, working on a new technique using his kill mental powers. With his Kiramager to work on a new sword technique. So anyway, Takemichi showed up. And he was not expecting to see Shigeru there. So basically, Shigeru was Takemichi, what are you doing here? So basically, Takemichi said that according to my dad, there's a gravestone near the shrine. So basically, I'm here, located near the shrine. So basically, Shigeru helped Takemichi look for the second gravestone. But turns out the spot that Takamichi, the spot that was located, the spot that where the gravestone was located from Takamichi's foster father was not there. So basically, according to the according to my father's channel, the second gravestone should be right here, but the only thing here is a big hole, and that's when nearby the shrine, a couple was being snatched up by a fish hook into the sky, into a hole. So basically, the Kiramager, Suguru and Takamichi went to go follow where this hook line, to follow where the hook line was coming from this hole. This hole opened up, and this fish line kept on snatching up people. So anyway, Takamichi and Suguru morphed up and went to follow the hole where the fish line is coming from, along with the other Kiramagers. Meanwhile, back at the aquarium, everything, Mama Center everything was fine at the aquarium until Mama Center's one of Mama Center's eyes started to glow, the mark of the Yellowhan Empire. Her right eye started to glow, a mark of the Yellowhan Empire that indicates the curse is starting to take effect on Princess Malvicina. So basically Joe and Santa had no choice to take Princess Malvicina back to the base. Meanwhile, the Kiramagers caught up. The other Kiramagers caught up to the hole where that fish line is snatched up people from. So basically, Takamichi managed to grab the fish line and pull a marksman, lieutenant from the hole. Turns out his name is Fishing Pole, because his head looks like a fishing reel of a fishing pole, and he has a fishing pole as a weapon. So basically, turns out that fishing pole has a gravestone that's making him. He has the second gravestone that gave him the power to open up a hole in space. So basically, the gravestone that the marksman lieutenant has, give him a special, give him the power to open up holes and whatnot. So basically, the Kiramager was trying to fight him, but he was wrecked to some reason. So basically, Fishing Pole was wrecked to some reason, and Suguru noticed that managed to take a part off his wrecked body. So basically, Fishing Pole managed to escape through the hole, and the hole closed up after. So basically, Fishing Pole managed to escape from the Kiramagers and through the hole, and the hole closed, and the hole closed behind him. So basically, wondering what type of power does the second Kiramager, the second Gradstone has. So basically, the Kiramagers headed back to base after hearing that Malvicina her curse, the curse started to, so basically the curse, the other Kiramagers went back to the base after hearing that the curse finally is taking effect on Princess Malvicina. So basically, they're making sure that she was okay for now. So basically, Malvicina was wait a minute, I heard. You guys need to tell me the truth. What's going on with these? So basically, I heard that Joey said I might be cursed. So basically, all the Kiramagers, including Mayu, did not say anything to Princess Malvicina, and that's when the Red Kiramager finally came clean. So basically, you guys need to stop this bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, Malvicina. So basically, a long time ago, me, your father, your mother, and Takamichi went to the dentist to start a powerful wrestling dojo from attacking the Crystal Kingdom. So basically, along with and also along with the Aqua Kime Stone. So basically, they use the Aqua Kime Stone to travel to a dimension to stop a evil witch from attacking the kingdom. So basically, when they so basically when Princess Marvel when so basically during the fight, the Aqua Kime got frozen during the fight by the witch. So basically, the Aqua Kime had got frozen by the witch's power, and because the Aqua Kime has the ability to travel to different dimensions and shit like that. So anyway, to teleport to different dimensions and shit. So basically, the witch had used her magic to freeze the Aqua Kime Stone, but gave the others the opportunity to destroy the witch number. But before she was destroyed, that she cast the curse that killed Marvel Sinner's mother, and also is now killing her. So basically, Mama Sinner always thought that that her mother died was told that her mother died of natural causes, but now she knows the truth. So basically, Takamichi said that don't worry. Once we found the grandstones, we can make a wish to get rid of the curse that is affecting you once and for all, and you'll be alright. So basically, Takamichi was reassuring that which we told Mama Sinner that once we found the grandstones, we can make a wish to make you to lift the curse that's going to kill you eventually. So basically, Takamichi went to go find the fishing pole marksman lieutenant to get the grandstone back. Before he left, Mayu said that Mayu said I just finished the analysis on the second grandstone because he was watching the fight. Turns out this grandstone has the ability. It's called the reverse stone, the reverse time stone. So basically, this stone has the ability to travel through time. So basically, that portal was actually a time portal that Picture Pole got pulled out of. So basically, the grandstone that the Picture Pole has the ability to open to go back, even back, back in time and shit. So basically, blah blah blah, it's a time travel stone and shit like that. So anyway. So basically, Takamichi left to go find Fishing Pole, but he had no luck. So basically, the next day, it started to rain. So basically, Sugar was outside looking at the weather to see how long it's going to rain. And he realized, he was checking the weather on his mobile. He realized that, that the date that today's date was the same date on the flyer. So basically, since he realized that Fishing Pole used the grandstone to come back one day in the future, and so basically the flyer said that a coma stone was open. So basically, Shigeru got the other Kiramager together, and they found him at the clothes store after Shigeru realized that he will be there, will be at the grand opening at the clothes store based off the flyer that he took off Fishing Pole. So basically, working together as a team, they was able to destroy Fishing Pole and using Shigeru's new sword technique managed to get the Grandstone back and got the time reversing Grandstone from Fishing Pole. So anyway. So basically, working together as a team and using Shigeru's new technique, they was able to get the time reversal Gretstone from Fishing Pole and destroy Fishing Pole. So basically, Takamichi so basically, Takamichi went back to take the Gretchen back to headquarters, while the other Kiramager battled the Mach Beast monster, which is a giant motorboat. So basically, they summoned the Kiramager Megazord and started to fight the Mach Beast motorboat monster, but it was way too fast for the Kiramager Megazord to handle. So basically, the only way they can stop this Mach-Beast monster is to use the King Express Megazord, but since they don't have the Steam Zord, they can't use the King Express Megazord while going through Steamer Zord. So basically, Takamichi came back to headquarters with the time reversal Grandstone and told Mama Cinder, I had the second Grandstone, only needs 2 more and get rid of this curse. And that's Princess Mama Cinder was horrified at the others being getting their ass kicked by the motorboat monster. So basically, and that's when Princess Mama Cinder realized that, oh, Gazu, don't you see, brother? Don't you see what Gazu used you, told you about the Gladstone for a reason. So basically, what Takamichi said, what do you mean? That Gazu told you about the Gladstone, that way, when you laugh, Gazu, it would be easier for him and the Johan Empire to obey our planet. So basically, talks about that Mount Sinner, figure out that, the reason why Gazu told Takamichi about the Gladstones in the first place, to get rid of Takamichi, that way it would be easier for Gazu and the Johan Empire to obey the crystal planet and take over the planet. So basically, Takamichi's like, oh, damn it, that's Gazu, but still, we had the Gladstone. So basically, Professor Marvin is saying that, I don't care about the curse. I don't care about the Gladstone. I don't care about the curse that it's gonna kill me. But right now, you need to help the others. You need to figure out how the others defeat that mob. You need to help the others beat that mob beast monster before the city gets destroyed. So basically, the episode ended with Marvel City saying that, I don't want you saying to Takamichi, I don't want you to be my hero. I want you to be a hero to everybody else. So basically, it ended with my sister saying that, he doesn't want Takamichi to be her hero. He wants him to be a hero to everybody that everybody is to everybody. So basically, this is how the episode ended. But with Mama Cinder, trying to get Takamichi to figure out how to help the other Kiramager to take down the Mach-Beast motorboat monster that is destroying the city. So basically, this is how the episode ended with Takamichi and Princess Marcella watching the Mach-Beast motorboat monster destroying the city and basically taking down the Kiramager Megazord. So basically, this is how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, this is the ending for this episode was a really good episode. This was a very good episode. It's mostly probably a 2-parter, but the way this episode ended is very interesting. So anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway, we gotta think about this episode. Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? We gotta know what the comments of this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Cynthia Michael from Screw Reviews. Signing off. 1,